What's going on, everyone? Welcome back to a new video. Yes, it's Friday. It's now 3:20 in the afternoon. I've just finished work and I figured I'd bring you this style video again today. The reason for tonight's video is as the wife is now off work for today because it's Friday, it's her day off. We're going to head out this evening and go and watch it. So we're going to be there for about 9:30 I think to go and watch it, but I've been in work and obviously I've been up since 5:30, so it's a bit of a late one for me tonight. So I'm going to go home and get some rest, and then fingers crossed it should be okay for later on tonight. And then tomorrow I'm going to have a lie-in before I come here to get me dad, and we head out for the day as per normal on a Saturday. I want to talk about what's going on in America right now. Obviously you've seen the devastation that's been caused by the hurricanes, by an earthquake, etc. There's a lot going on over there right now. Now, I don't know if you remember this, but I'll leave a link in the description down below to a video I made last year when I was stuck in Florida during Hurricane Matthew. And do you know what? It's not a nice experience. I remember being in the car and being told that there was going to be a curfew on from 5 PM. Get what you needed and get back to your hotel, get back to your villa, get back to your house, get back away from work. I remember the rain coming down on the car. I think it was the Expedition I had, and literally the wipers were on full pelt and I couldn't see a thing on the road. It was very, very dangerous. The winds were high. I remember coming back to the hotel. I dropped my wife, my mum and my dad off at the front door. And then I went and parked the car because I thought it's pointless them getting wet. I'll get a little tiny bit wet and it won't matter. However, I forgot one simple fact. I actually forgot that my wife had the room key. Now, we had 2 room keys, but one of them was in her bag. I forgot that she had it in her bag and I gave her the one out of my wallet, forgetting that I didn't have the other one. So where I parked the car, if you've watched the videos in the past from Florida, you know I parked the car around the back of the hotel. It's out the way, but I can see it from the window, so you know I know it's there and stuff like that. But there's a gate just a little tiny bit away from where I parked the car, and that gate you need a card, which is your room key, to get through the gate to get into the hotel. Obviously I forgot I didn't have that. The rain was pelting down. I jumped out the car straight away. I was absolutely drenched. I had to run round the side of the hotel to the front lobby. By the time I got to the lobby, I looked like I'd jumped in a swimming pool. My clothes were absolutely saturated, they were literally hanging off me. I walked in and the concierge at the front desk turned on and said to me, "Have you been for a swim?" and handed me a towel. It was absolutely grim. It was a strange night anyway, as we went out to go and get food first, but everywhere had shut down and completely deserted. You can't blame them. Went up to the room and we were watching the news during the night, talking. I was uploading a video and I was also working away on my phone for a little bit, and then we sat down, we watched a few movies. We had a good night. We still had loads of snacks and stuff in the room because we'd been out and bought them a couple of days before anyway, so we were all taken care of. But it went through the night, we went to bed, we just basically went to bed. We were just like, well, whatever happens, let's just go to bed anyway, you know. At the end of the day, we're going to wake up in the morning, still be on the curfew, so let's just go to bed. So we goes to bed, wakes up the following morning, and upon opening the curtains, you could see just the windows were absolutely caked in like dirt and rain and mist. You couldn't see an awful lot, so we decided to head downstairs for breakfast. And they have 2 TV screens on the wall in the hotel, which I'll show you this year while I'm there. I'm going to do a hotel tour. But they got 2 TV screens. We were watching the news and they said that the curfew was still on. If you were caught outside, you would be arrested. So what we done was we asked, would that matter if we went for a walk around the hotel grounds, because the rain had actually gone off. The reason for the curfew was obviously for debris in the roads or fallen power lines, fallen trees, signs, anything like that, you know, that you could cause injury or you could have a serious crash. So we went for a little walk around the hotel grounds. We were just talking away. It started spitting. It was like just started little tiny droplets of rain here and there, not much though. We had a nice walk around. We stood at the front for a little bit, and then I went for a walk down to the front basically down the driveway bit, and I had a look outside. There was a few police officers kicking about, and then I walked straight back up because I thought I was not getting arrested for this. Walked straight back up, and then we're back in the hotel. We ended up doing not an awful lot that day. The curfew was lifted at 2 p.m. First thing we did, straight in the car, straight with the camera, straight out. We had a little look around. Everything was still shut down for the most part. You couldn't really get any food. Everywhere was absolutely chocker, and they weren't serving big menus because obviously all the staff hadn't come into work that day. Now obviously you can't blame them. At the end of the day, the curfew had just been lifted, and whatever happened around their areas and stuff like that, so you can't blame them for not wanting to come out in it. But it's one of those times. You've got holiday makers out there at the moment. Obviously Orlando is currently now in the path of what's going to happen this weekend. It's projected to hit Sunday. Now obviously with me running Orlando Tourist, I do try and provide as much information on Twitter as I possibly can for those that are currently out there right now. So if you head to the link down below in the description, you can see last year's video. You can also see the account for Orlando Tourist. Click on the link, it'll send you over to my Twitter account, and you can follow some updates on there from over the weekend. I'll be tweeting all weekend over Hurricane Irma. We'll see what happens. Fingers crossed everyone will be okay. And obviously sincere condolences go out to all those that have lost their lives in what's absolutely a tragic event. It's just Mother Nature, obviously, isn't it? It's just it's not good. Hurricane Matthew, by the way, was not the first hurricane I was involved in. There's been many more incidents which I haven't gone into detail about, but I was there just after one hit a few years ago, and I've seen the utter devastation that it left behind. Coming from the airport, the devastation was absolutely catastrophic. It was unreal to see. Obviously when we arrived to International Drive, we got to the hotel, we seen signs ripped down. There were signs from like 12 stories up was actually on the floor, smashed to pieces still. And this was only like a few days after the incident had happened. And there's another story coming up which I'll tell you about in a couple of vlogs time, which is to do with 2 stories put together, and I'll tell you the incident that happened over in Orlando while I was there. So be sure to stay tuned, guys. But guys, not to end on a bad note, tonight I'm going to see It. Obviously this weekend I'll be tweeting out all kinds of stuff on Orlando Tourist, so be sure to follow me over there. Normal video will resume tomorrow, normal daily vlog, and I don't think I'm going to release the 2-minute tech video tomorrow. I'm not too sure yet, but at the moment I'm thinking just leave it now and let it go. The video I've recorded, throw it in the bin, done. But we'll see what happens tomorrow. I'm going to go and chill out for now. I'm going to go home, chill out, and then I'm going to head obviously to the movies later on tonight. I'm going to head off, guys. Thanks so much for watching. Give this video a big thumbs up for me. Subscribe if you're new. Hit the bell so you're notified when I drop a video every single day. I'm currently, at the moment, before I go, I'm currently planning for Orlando in November. There's a lot I want to do. There's going to be 2 days completely missing because of IAPA. Not from the vlog, but from the actual time there. But be sure to stay tuned for Orlando coming up. I've got a lot of exciting things lined up for you guys, so be sure to stay tuned for that. There's lots coming up as well in the next month or 2. Thanks for watching, guys. I'll see you all first thing in the morning. Take it easy, have a great weekend, and I will see you all soon.